Turn everything off. The right channels. Click the right things. And bam, there we go. You get me on live show. Live screen, my friends. Yes. What's up? Chat. Good morning. Listen, I'm dragging. We've got kids who are sick in the house, and it has been tough. It has been tough. We're talking probably 4 to 5 hours of sleep per night for most of the week, which, listen, I know parents who have young kids, they're used to it. You know, they've done it. They're in it. It just becomes their life. But I tell you, there's another phase after that when they're still young, talking early elementary years, when they're sleeping fine. And then your sleep gets wrecked for like a week due to colds and stuff. That it is a stark reminder of how difficult it is to function when that happens, because I am on the absolute struggle bus. So this morning, I'm going to do my best. There's a good chance my webcam just goes off, and I am just going to be focused here, because what I'm concerned about doing is I'm trying to entertain, I'm trying to provide info and insight, I'm trying to answer questions, and I don't do any of those efficiently because I'm just so freaking tired. I'm on my third cup of coffee. It's 9 a.m. Been awake for 4 or 5 hours. So going to do my best. Yeah, no doubt. What's up, Chi-Town? 2 kids, no wife this week, and both sick. I'm sick. Dude, it just makes it hard. So if you were in the same boat as me this morning, grab that third, that fourth, that fifth cup of coffee, whatever you need to get through it. And let's try to have ourselves a nice time together this Sunday morning and make some money. We got an interesting NFL slate this weekend. I have posted, I believe, like 7 or 8 plus EV picks inside Discord. I've posted, I believe, I'm up to 5 officials for the day, and then posted a couple of NBA items to look at today. I think 1 official and 1 lean. We need to wait and see the information on Jimmy Butler. Otherwise, if he ends up being out, that 31.5 PRA for Bam Adebayo, an absolute nuke spot, play of the day type upside. So let's pay attention. We got a lot of money to make today. Let's start here with Cedric Tillman. This is the most recent play I posted inside Discord. And that brings me to another point here. We got 180 people watching across the internet. Two things. Number 1, use promo code DONUTS, DONUTS. My gosh, you can't have a better promo code, a more on-brand promo code at my website, mysperryedge.com. And you can use the website you'll see me using today for $10 for your first month to research all sorts of props, optimize your picks, and all sorts of goodies. The other part of it today, if you use code DONUTS, you'll also be able to get my access to Odds Shopper, the app, and my OS Tails pick, okay? My picks, my Discord, full Discord, which means you get access to Goal. Good morning, Goal, who went 10-2 yesterday after going 10-0 like 3 days ago. Unbelievable. She's literally, you sign up and like just tail her and you're profitable. Like, you don't need me. You don't need anybody else. But that's the beauty of my Discord. You're going to get a dozen plus premium channels. There's 8 or so cappers in there. We cover 10 different sports, betting models, pick 'em slips, betting picks, write-ups, everything, cheat sheets. There's tons in there. And that's all going to be $9.99. $9.99. Unbelievable. What up, OG? It's my man, Legendarius. Did you decide how you're going to use Tails going forward, plus EV, everything? Everything. Absolutely. But here's the deal. So I posted a tweet a couple days ago. There are camps that are like, the only way to bet on sports is plus EV. And then other camps are like, math is for nerds. I originate all my plays, you know? Like, why not both? So since the end of October, I have been plus EV betting anywhere between 42. I think the most I've had in a day is 92 bets. Those are lower unit plays, like fractionalized unit plays, because you're running out a ton, I'm telling you. And then I still originate my best plays per day. So I think how I'm going to essentially do this, because I don't want to alert out 80 something plays inside Discord for just me, because there's already, dozens of plays per day across all of my staff, is I'm going to have it on OddsShopper. It'll probably be like a private link, and it'll just be something I share to my Discord and be like, hey, if you want the plus EV alerts, just sign up over here, and you'll basically are opting in to using just the OddsShopper app to get all of those alerts for all of my plus EV plays from my portfolio. So I'll set that up this week, and it'll be pretty cool. That way, anybody who already has access to Discord, you're not going to get bombarded with alerts. If you're using the Odd Shopper app for my plays, you're not going to get bombarded for alerts. You essentially are opting in to receive all the plus EV plays, and there's going to be upwards of 50, 60, 70 per day. And the beautiful part is you just use the app and it opens most of them right into the book. Pretty cool. Good morning. What's up, T-Sox? Appreciate it. Hit the like button, y'all. Let's have a day. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Y'all being here every Sunday morning is really fun for me. It just makes it fun. Good morning, Donuts. Let's call me the GOAT. Let's continue to have a godly day. All right. Well, the GOAT and the GOATly day? Ain't no God. No doubt. I'm a plebe. We're in the middle of, listen, we just do everything. I'm like full transparency with everything, right? So we're trying to make a better landing page, which really highlights like all the cool things you can do and all the different views, like tablet, PC, mobile, optimizer, odds, all the filtered buttons, all the different markets. You know, you can do the research player card. So you'll see some changes to the landing page. This is pretty cool. I like this. It's, some people need to read it to know what they're signing up for, and other people need to see it. So trying to redesign this landing page to be a little bit better. You got the night mode and daytime mode. This one is just like, God's blinding. So I hit the night mode, and now I'm, I don't feel like a psychopath anymore. So you can grab that link, $10 down below, use code donuts. And then you can grab my VIP picks, $10 down below, use code donuts. Let's get to it. Cedric Tillman, play number 1. We are minute number 10. Not bad to start our show with a first pick here. And I went this morning over 55.5 receiving yards. That bad boy was on Fliff. There's a lot to love here. Last 3 games. I mean, look at the total snaps. Let me go. I told you I was going to go full screen. There you go. Total snaps for Cedric. Cedric Wilson, the last 3 games have been 62, 60. Let me sort by date. 69, 62, and 76. I went and looked at the amount of plays. I mean, we're talking like 85, 90, 95% snaps. He's literally just the wide receiver 1 right now out there in Cleveland. 12 targets, 9 targets, 11 targets. I mean, this is unbelievable. I don't understand this line whatsoever. I just don't. The amount of opportunity, he's playing a ton of snaps, the amount of opportunity, and then the production's following. Yardage, receptions, touchdowns. I mean, he's potentially just a good wide receiver finally getting his chance. Jeesh. So, Cedric Tillman, I love this play. And that's what my Odd Shopper link down below is. The OS Tails, it's just my best bets every day. You get access to them. You can get access to these, and then hopefully, that picket in the bottom left of your screen continues to climb. I mean, this month has been very up and down. I'm not going to act like I'm sitting here sweeping the slate. Plus 74 units in October, plus 50 in September. And this month, I'm at plus, I think, like 10.2 or something. So it's, it's been up and down. I mean, even yesterday, college football, 3-3. NBA, I think, went 1-3. Something like that. So, yeah, it's just been up and down. It is. It's been up and down, which is also why I'm running this nice little promo here. You can sign up for $10. You don't have a lot to lose. It's $10. You get access to a dozen channels. I'm all over this, though. I'm all over this play. I think it's an absolute steal. I didn't realize there were multiple Cedrics, and they're all in this game between the Browns and Saints. So let me type in his name here to get the Cedric Wilson off the screen. Oops, I spelled it wrong. Cedric. Oh, no K. Okay. Cedric Till. There we go. And I'll go to receptions prop. I want you to see it. So at 4.5, aggregate odds of minus 122 to the over today for the receiving yards. I posted this at 55.5. You can see it's actually climbing. So it's up to 56.5. FanDuel, look at those odds. Look at that. So what the green shade does, let me zoom in a little bit for you mobile users. And I'll remove column visibility. We don't need the event name. We know what game we're talking about. Okay, so the green shade tells you, okay, if you like the over, the lowest line and best odds combination is on FanDuel, 56.5 minus 105. On the flip side, if you like the under today, the highest line with the lowest odds is Bet Online. Minus 114 to the under at 59.5. So hopefully this is a nice little like, hey, Mitch, how do you use this thing? Well, that's step one. So I knew I wanted to look at Cedric Tillman, so I typed in part of his name and it popped up. I knew I wanted to look at his receiving yards market, so I went to the market tab and I clicked receiving yards under, or I clicked receiving yards, and then I was looking at the under and the over best lines. And that's literally step one. Step two, open up the player card and dig into whatever market you want to research. And that's it, my friends. Keep it simple. That's how you use the player odds page. We have player odds for MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL, NCAA, football and basketball. And then, of course, the optimizer, which I never even use on the show, but it's there. And I don't use it on the show because I don't have Pick'em in New York. So I just don't bother. But you can use it however you see fit. So a lot of stuff going on over there. I'm going to slide that one over to the side. It's an absolute official play. And I figured, why not start the show with an official? And I'm going to go ahead and bring up another one if you're cool with it, since I don't see questions in chat. Remember, questions in chat. That is how you get free research done on this show. This show is for you. 1,000% for you. Whatever you want to know about, you ask it right in chat, whether you're on Twitter or you are on YouTube. Fire off your questions. I will get to them. I promise you. And if you can do me a huge favor for all the free research and picks today, all I ask is that if you're new, you subscribe, YouTube subscribe, and like the channel. If you're an OG, hopefully you've already liked that. I only see 20-something likes. We got 90-something people watching. All right. So run up them likes. And if you're on Twitter, one of the Twitter viewers, a lot of you right now, two things. If you could follow, if you are new, and then second, just retweet and like. Just the standard engagement stuff. Help me grow the platforms. Help me, make this stuff worth my time and my efforts. And I'll continue to help line your pockets. There we go. We're finally getting the questions. Bijan, receiving yards. We'll look into that. Charbonnet, over 1.5 receptions. Kenneth Walker receptions. So we got a convoluted situation we should look at over there. Show you the donuts incoming right now. So we already did the one live play. Let me just rehash it real quick. Cedric Tillman for the Brownies, over 55.5 receiving yards. Live line on FanDuel, 56.5, minus 105. I love it. Probably my second favorite play of the day. Seriously, my second favorite play of the day. Purdy passing yards, Josh out. There we go. Here comes the questions. That's right. You want to know? Let me help you. You want to know? This is your show. You want free research and picks? You ask the great questions and I get to them, man. What up, Nick? As someone relatively new, that $9.99 deal is a steal for all the info you get. Appreciate that. Thank you for the unsolicited testimony, the feedback. Thank you very much for that. Very generous, very kind of you. Seriously, that stuff, you don't know how far that goes. That is huge. Now, I'm definitely a little bit different than the betting community because I show my picket with everything, right? So, I got nothing to hide. And I'm super, super successful. 330-something units profit this year. But that's still me showing my own receipts. So when people like Nick make these types of comments and it's a community receipt, that's an absolute W for me. Thank you very much. $9.99, my friends. Use code DONUTS. You can use my website for $10 or get my VIP picks for $10, both for a month. Or heck, you got $20 to spare, buy them both for a month. I'm telling you, I doubt you cancel either. I'm just telling you, for $20, you're not going to cancel either. Ain't nothing better down below. All right, let's get to all these questions. Make some money. Oh yeah. We'll make a parlay for Sunday Night Football today, no doubt. I love it. Actually, I've got like 6 plays. Let's get to these questions though. Let's go right down the list. I'm going to refresh the odds Let's keep it fresh. And we're going to look at Bijan. Now, remember, I am zoomed in at like 200%, my friends. Please, please, please. If I am clunky with how I'm moving around on my screen, forgive me. I'm trying my best. But again, I am what is the zoom? 200%. I mean, zoom in your monitor later today and tell me how efficient you are moving around. I'm going to do a couple things here, though, just to help me with this. I'm going to remove the probability percentage and the MySparry aggregate odds, okay? I would never advise anybody to do that. But because I want to see more on the screen at 200%, I'm doing it. Hope that makes sense. All right, I'm also going to click his name because I want to look at his player cards. Playing the Denver Broncos, I've told you I think they're a fake good defense. I think they're good, but I guess they're fake great, right? The stats tell me they're great, but when you go look at their quarterbacks, I went over this last week. They have faced a bunch of turds at quarterback this season. So let's quickly look at all his props. 12.5 longest reception. Actually, we've targeted that before. Longest rush, 15.5. Rush attempts, 15.5 plus odds to the over. Okay, interesting. Rushing yards, 65.5. Looks like lowest line, 64s. 64.5. What else do we have? Receiving yards, 26.5. All right, let's look at that one. What was this receptions prop? Sorry. Over. Hold on. All right, so I already see a discrepancy. We're getting a higher implied. Oh, of course, I removed the implied probability. We're getting a higher implied probability. He has 4+ receptions today, and his receiving yards only at 26. Let's take a look at everything. Is Bijan just a smash play today on the road? Let's see, rushing yards. He's been scoring lately. Longest rush. Big play guy. All right, here's the reception. So, all right, the games where he's had 4+ catches. Game 1, Game 2, Game 4, and then 2 of the last 3. How many receiving yards they had? Okay, so let's look at it right here, actually. I can do it in the game logs. Over, under, over. So he's been over in 4 of the 5 games where he had 4+ catches. Overall in the season, wow, he's been over in 4 straight games. There's a lot to like here, huh? I mean, if we're just going simply based on the trends, I like the play. Listen, I'm always a fan of running backs catching the football for road games. You know, especially you get in these spots here where it could be a hard-fought game. It's close. Maybe defense is playing well, so running backs catch the ball out of the backfield, you know? It happens. It happens. I think what makes me like this the most is I did look at this earlier. They have been letting up a lot of catches to opposing running backs. I mean, 3 straight starters have hit the over for receiving yards, starting running backs. So, I mean, that says a lot, in my opinion. Matter of fact, they are the 5th. They are giving up the 5th most receptions and yardage to opposing running backs this year. Wow. Okay. And that was 26.5. All right, chat. What are you doing with this play? You locking this in? Let's go over it, chat. We're going to go down the list of plays here. All your questions. We're going to go right down the list, but I also want chat to give give their 2 cents. With the data we've looked at so far and that I've read off, what's the play? Are we taking the over at 26.5 yards receiving? Do you go to the rushing and receiving yards? That was my initial take, is just take the combo, which just clearly he's in the zone. Do you just go combo? You know, that way if he pops off running the ball, great. If he pops off catching the ball, great. You know, I'm looking at Denver right now. 3 starting running backs in the last 5 games. 3 have racked up 100+. J.K. Dobbins had 102 combined. Derrick Henry 133, and Kareem Hunt last week at 100. Caught the ball a ton last week if you saw it. Ooh, maybe that's the play. Combo. You already have him for receiving yards. T-Sock says she's in. J-Step totally in. Nick says, play it safe. Take the over. All right. All right. Consensus says, good play. That's a good play. All right, let's move on. I'm going to leave up all these cards of plays we've researched together. Let's keep going. I'm here for you. Let's look at Chardonnay. I spell it right? Charbo. There we go. All right. So the play in question was over 1.5 receptions. I just want to look at his snaps compared to Walker. Oh my gosh, there's a million Walkers. I should have typed in Kenneth. There we go. All right, Kenneth Walker's receptions prop is 3.5. Because somebody else asked about that right after T-Sox. All right, so let's look at those two. All right, so Zach pretty much came in last week and did what he normally does. Just plays, 20, 30 snaps. Did what he normally does. 2 catches. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Shoot, the odds were good too, right? They're kind of juiced. Best odds right there at Penny, -127. I mean, you get -130 on FanDuel. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, trends support it. You got to think the matchup against the Niners on the road, he's going to get some opportunities if they go down. Pass catch, right? And then for same reason, I'm assuming T-Sox likes Kenneth Walker playing from behind against San Francisco. Had 8 catches against San Fran earlier this season. All right. I don't think I'm taking either. I'm not going to leave their cards up. But I'm going to leave the Bijan play up because I do support that one. I like that. Let's keep going. Josh Oliver, back-to-back with TJ back. Or do you want the under or what? Oh my gosh, so many Olivers. I got to start typing their first names in. Josh Oliver, receiving yards, 11.5. Receptions, juice to the under at 1.5. I mean, that is interesting. Seems like he's getting more snaps the last 2 weeks. That is bizarre. But it did Hawkinson. Why is he getting more snaps with Hawkinson back? Are they running 2 tight ends? 2 tight end sets? That is very interesting, my friend. What I like about it, too, is it's so low. Like, if you want to run out the over for receptions plus odds, that's fine. You just need 1 catch. 1 catch, and he can clear that 11.5. That's interesting. Let's leave it off this side. It's worth probably worth a sprinkle, in my opinion. The 2 tight end sets, I'm assuming, is what's happening here. Let me look at Hawkinson. What's his snap count been? 33 and 39. Wow. Interesting idea there, Justin. Blah, blah. Yo, what up, YouTube? Appreciate you all being here. Thank you very much. 130 people getting here, getting the free picks, free research all Sunday morning. I love y'all. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. That's 4 days a week. Live shows at 9 a.m. Eastern, give or take a few minutes, depending on dad life. All right. So I'm here. Subscribe. I'm here all the time. You can't get rid of me, my friends. I am here all the time. What I would love from you right now, though, if you could just do me a massive favor, if you're new, just subscribe to the channel. Help me out here. Subscribe, and I'm going to help you out. I promise you. I'm going to help you out. Let's keep going. Brock Purdy passing yards. And if you're new, again, $9.99 for this website. $9.99. Pick'em Optimizer is available. The graphs for hit rates available, shopping all the odds for probably 50-something markets across all of these 6 sports, NFL, NBA, NHL, both college sports, and then MLB. And then you can explore plus EV betting opportunities. This is not like an odd shopper type plus EV automation. This is very much a work in progress. But hey, that's why it's $10 to sign up. You get to join up at the ground floor, my friends. And then if you want all the VIP picks, again, those are also $10 for a month. It's usually $30 a month, so take advantage. I'm telling you now, this ain't going to stay $10, but you got to use, because this is the normal price. It's usually $10 a week. Y'all can sign up for 30 days for $10. You got to use code DONUTS, though. You have to. It's the only way. All right, Brock Purdy passing yards. I'm going to go to the market up here. A few things I like to look at before I even look at passing yards, and this is just me sharing my process with you. I like to look at the completions, the attempts, and the longest completion. Yeah, that's right. All three of those things matter to me when I'm usually looking at a passing yards prop. All right. So, Brock Purdy at 20.5. And again, I've turned off. Maybe I should put the aggregate odds back on. Well, actually, it's flat. All right. So, 20.5. Let's open Brock Purdy's card. I want to look at attempts real quick and then passing yards. Pass attempts, 30.5. Ooh, we used to slam the under at 30.5. I wonder how that's been. Passing yards, 249.5. Best odds for the over. Or I should say lowest line for the over. Not the best odds. If you want to take the other 5 yards here, you can get better odds elsewhere. CMC being back last week, hear me out, fam. He played 80-something% of the snaps last week. It's kind of wild. They are at home against Seattle. Had 255 earlier against them. 18 for 28, 3 tutties. Completions, I think that they're really going to try to establish the run. That 30.5 just seems a little low. I think passing touchdowns could be interesting. You got to think with CMC in the game. Sure, he's definitely a threat of taking some touchdowns in the red zone, but he also can catch them. I just feel like, listen, Brock Purdy threw like 30 touchdowns last season? 30, right? It was third in the NFL. It's like Jordan Love is like number one, right? No, Dak and then Jordan Love and then Brock Purdy. What's Purdy's odds for passing touchdown? Like, here's my thought. With CMC being active, okay, so it is heavily juiced to the over. Best odds right there on FanDuel, -138. I'm thinking with CMC being active, I mean, he's going to be healthy, right? He's going to be healthy at 88% of snaps. And with him being active, the offense is going to be moving up and down the field more. Like the 1.5 passing touchdowns, I wish this line was lower. I think I would love it. I don't love the passing yards simply because, listen, CMC at 88% snap rate last week in his first game of the season. If he runs the ball a ton, like there's always a chance that the running game's just crushing it. And then, Jordan Mason's getting some second half work or something. And all of a sudden these guys all tank. Passing game just tanks. So probably not for me. Touchdowns, probably. MVS, I am not a fan of betting on a guy like this. I don't even know how to spell it. Oh, I'm looking at passing touchdowns. Hold on. Is this correct? Marque. Yep. How many snaps did he play last week? It was his first game with them, right? 29 snaps. I mean, such a boomer bust player. Best play is probably just take longest reception. I don't know. I'm not on it. I'm not even going to look at him. I don't want to waste time. Someone who's relatively new. Oh, that's right. 999 steal. All right, Puka. Let's get to it. Sure. You know how much I love Stafford this week, so you would think I would like Puka. Let's look at his individual props, though. 5.5 receptions. -136 aggregate odds to the over. Long reception, 22.5. Lowest line. That's actually interesting. We'll look at that. Receiving are 68.5 best odds. -110. FanDuel. Let's look at Puka. Man, just can't stay on the field this year. That's really the issue. 2 full healthy games here. He popped off. Popped off in both. I mean, there's a lot to like out there today. For me personally, I love the passing games for the Rams today. He's due for a touchdown, too. I'll tell you that. I could buy in on the yards. You don't have to twist my arm too hard for that one. Can I show you guys something? Who's here? Chat. 150 people watching on YouTube. Thank you. If you are watching on Twitter, though, retweet that show for me. And if you're liking my video on YouTube, you're already the best. You're goated. Thank you for liking the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. I want to give you a freebie. Thank you for watching my show today. You're the best. 7 days a week right here on YouTube, 9 a.m. live shows, Monday through Sunday, every other day. Matt Stafford passing yards, an absolute steal to me. It's an absolute steal. I love it. Let me see what line we got earlier this week when I posted this. It was very similar. I just want to see if it's moved. So earlier this week, I posted Matt Stafford over 241.5 passing yards, minus 114. Okay, virtually identical. So let's look at Stafford, and then let's talk about this a little bit. So we have had 10 games of a healthy Cooper Kupp and a healthy Puka Nacua. Now, I had to finagle the numbers a little bit. I had to look at when those two wide receivers were both in the game at a 50% or higher snap rate. So they could have been in or out of the lineup. 50% is not high. These guys usually play 75, 85% of the snaps minimum when healthy. So even those stats are like, they could have been labored. In those last 10 games, we've had, I believe, 3 this year and then closed out with 7 last year. So it is a little convoluted. But hear me out. In those 10 games, he threw for 258 plus yards in all 10 games. Crazy. But here, one step further. In 9 of those 10 games, Matt Stafford threw for 279 passing yards in 9 of 10. And now we're getting him at 241. And we just saw it last week. I just said 9 of 10 over 279. What did he do last week? 293. Healthy Puka Nacua, healthy Cooper Kupp. So this has been matchup independent. Does not matter who he has played in those games. This is literally, and it did not matter if he was on the road or at home. So that old west to east coast travel was irrelevant for those splits. Now, is that finagling data and numbers a little bit? Absolutely. It absolutely is. But I'm telling you right now, at 241, with those 2 healthy wide receivers, I really like this play. It's probably my third out of my 5 picks I've posted for officials this week. Not all my plus EV picks. I'm talking my officials that I posted in Discord. This, my friends, is probably my third favorite. I'm saving my best bet of the day. I'll probably just leave that in Discord. There's a lot to like about it, too. I'm going to tell you, I can't remember off the top of my head, but the completions was like cash the over at like 22.5, 8 of 10. Attempts was over a 9 of 10. And then the longest pass was over in, I think, like 7 or 8 of 10 as well. So there was just a lot to, and passing touchdowns was also over an 8 of 10. So there was a lot to like here for multiple spots, in my opinion. But I ended up going with the passing yards. So yes, if I like the passing yards, yeah, I don't know who's going to get all those yards today, but Puka, Cooper, somebody's popping off. Yeah, let's look at Russell Wilson passing yards and George Pickens. I'm not a fan of playing Russell Wilson props, but I do like Pickens this week. So let's look at things. Oh, man, there's so many Wilsons. Danger Russ. What's that commercial? He's like, do you like danger? What does that say? What does he say? Do you like danger? This is just so stupid. Russell Wilson. Pass completions, 19.5. Yikes. Just so low. Attempts, 30.5. I think he's had 28 and 29 attempts in each game. Yeah, 28, 28, and 29. Passing yards, probably the play for Russ. Danger Russ here. Ravens pass defense. I mean, it's not like I'm telling you some secret here. They have been awful. Just awful. Mahomes threw for 260. Hold on. Let me look at this correctly. No, oh my God. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this? This is preposterous. I mean, you almost maybe just using some type of parlay. Russell Wilson passing yards, Pickens receiving yards, Derrick Henry rushing touchdown. You could probably parlay that for like plus 500. But hear me out. Joe Burrow, 428. Bo Nix, 223. Jameis Winston, 334. Baker Mayfield, 370. Jaden Daniels, 269. Joe Burrow, 392 again. All 6 of those guys hit the over on their passing yards market. Then Josh Allen hit the under. Dak Prescott 379, Gardner Minshew 276, Patrick Mahomes 291. All three hit the over. 9 of 10 quarterbacks who have faced the Ravens this year hit the over. And some of those guys like Gardner Minshew, Gardner Minshew, Jameis Winston, and Bo Nix, I maybe would have felt as gun shy as I do about Russell Wilson, but they threw for 276, 334, and 223, all hitting the over. Yeah, Danger Russ here. Over, probably in play. Yeah, probably in play. Just don't overthink it, right? I mean, they have just been so bad. Or, truly, that's what it comes down to. Like, the pass defense for the Ravens has just been absolute cheeks. And let's look at Pickens. Receptions prop today at 4.5. You can see aggregate odds minus 135 to the over. Best odds are right there on FanDuel. Longer reception 27.5. Receiving yards 71.5. 69.5 over here. What was that? Bovada? Hard Rock. So 3 games with Danger Russ, 111, 74, and 91. You know, it's a little, I don't know. That's interesting to me, though, because the target, 7, 5, and 9. It's not high. But we got to remember, 9 out of 29 pass attempts. So almost a 33% target share. Then he had 5 of 28 passes thrown to him, which is about a little over a 20% target share. And then last week, 7 of 28, 25% target share. So his target share has been pretty good. So I guess if you want to look at like this, if we end up getting, Russell Wilson throwing the ball a ton because the Ravens can't stop a nosebleed through the air, and they're great against opposing running backs, second best rush defense in the NFL. So maybe that's it. Maybe today Steelers come out just slinging it, in which case, a 25% market share, throws the ball 35 times. You're looking at 9 potential targets or so. Yeah, I mean, I like them both. I got nothing against them. In fact, I think that's like SGP worthy. Can we go look at that, chat? Are you cool with that if I go to FanDuel real quick and see if we can make one? Because I'm actually, like, the wheels are turning here, and I don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out if I'm kind of in the zone for this. I just got to log in off to the side here, okay? This could be an interesting play. And logged in. Verifying location. All right, let's go. Let's try to make something here. All right, again, super zoomed in, my friend. So if it's clunky, my sincere apologies. I'm trying my best here. Let's see if we can make this work. Thank you, by the way, for all the likes today on the show, up to 65. Got 150 people watching on YouTube, and heck, Twitter up to 400 something. Thank you very much. Shoot, y'all the best. Absolutely goated today. The support's wild. Thank you very much. Oh, copy. NFL. So Chargers, I don't have a boost there. Maybe DraftKings has a boost. I just want like an SGP boost. That's all I need. Let's look at it. Let's see what we can make happen. We'll start with touchdowns. We'll go right to Derrick Henry. He scored in every. Oh, you can boost that? Oh my God. What's the limit? $25. I probably just lock that in, to be honest. Are you kidding me? I'm locking it in. I don't care. I don't even got to think. I'm not overthinking that. You're going to give me a minus 137 for an anytime for Derrick Henry? Rushing touchdown in all but one game. And in that one game, he didn't have a rushing touchdown. He caught one. Okay. I mean, Austin Eckler had 2 touchdowns. They gave up 3 touchdowns last week. Jeremy McNichols and Austin Eckler combined for 3. What? Tyrone Tracy scored the week prior. Breece Hall scored the week prior. Alexander Madison scored the week prior. Rico Dowdle scored the week prior. 5 straight starting running backs have scored a touchdown against the Steelers, and 6 total touchdowns. That's a steal. Okay, I got sidetracked. Yes, but it's a lock. I don't use that term lightly, but what the heck, man? This makes no sense. I'm going to post that for members. That's official. Official pick 6. Officially my 6th pick. I can't believe that. This line is usually like minus 300 to the point where you can't even use this on him. That's, I don't get it, man. Hold on. Let me post this for members. I know I should save this stuff for live show. Like, hey, you tuned into the live show, so you get your value. Everybody else can kick rocks. But honestly, this is like so good that I'm just gonna make sure they eat more than anything. I gotta post that on OddsShopper real quick as well. Yeah, I'm locking that in. Anyways, let's try and make an SGP real quick too. We'll move on. Thank you very much, everybody who's watching today. I mean, we're closing in on 600 viewers across the internet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. All the retweets and likes. YouTube up to $170 watching. Thank you very much. 70 people have liked today's video. Very generous of you. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, if you're new, $10 to join. Code Donuts. Links are down below. Code Donuts works for both products. $10 for the website to research props. $10 for the VIP picks. Can't beat it. You just can't beat that. Good luck trying to beat that. Those deals are outrageous. All right, SGP time. I just got to post this for members. Always take care of my members. But I have to put on another screen that's not zoomed in a billion. All right, let's make this parlay. I know I've gone down the rabbit hole with this question. I mean, I've missed 50 something questions or chat comments. But listen, we're trying to make money, and I'm hot on the trail here. I think Danger Russ, you could probably outline 250 plus today. I mean, why not? Sheesh. I mean, that's a plus 290, and I'm happy with it. The correlation right there, and then they're giving me Henry on the other side. Man, I wish I had a boost. That's a nice little lay. Let me check DraftKings real quick. Make sure I'm not missing one. That is a nice little parlay. I always take the opportunity here when I got you all live. Always, always, always. Thank you very much for watching. For real. Let's get to this. There it is. There's the picket, baby. Yeah, I've been posting this on Twitter and in Discord for 18 months. 100% publicly tracked. 333 profitable units, my friends. $10 down below. $10. I don't have any SGP stuff. Actually, I might have an all-day parlay on DK where I need to add a fourth play. Let's see if we can make this happen. I want to enter this. I want to enter this. This is going to end up being a play for sure. There's too much to like here. What do I got to do? All parlay NFL boost. Let's see what that is. KC, I'm opting in for everything here. Are you kidding me? I'm a degenerate. We got an SGP boost for Sunday Night Football. Let's go. Oh, yeah, let's go. Okay, we're making one of these today, too. All right. Today's show is going off the rails a little bit, but I don't care. Don't care. Gonna make money. Not as good. Not as good. I mean, can we just start alting these? Climb the alt ladder? Like, that's not bad. 250 plus, 325. You know? Something like that. I mean, how far do you want to take it? So I had to add those plays to get this all parlay boost. That's interesting. So, like, that's interesting to me. What if we took the original lines for Pickens And Danger Russ here. Yeah, I like it. And what's not to like? My gosh. Why can't I hold up? So the bonus only works for 4 legs, minimum 4 legs. Odds minus 250. Oh, okay. I'm like, why can't I add in Lamar Jackson? I mean, I don't want to like use this up without really thinking through it, but this is fantastic. What do we think, chat? What are we thinking? Is this pretty solid? You want to talk about Nick Chubb? Let's do it. Let's look at Nick Chubb. I'll come back to this stuff. Man, that was a nice little rabbit hole. I'm going to refresh the odds. Chubb, I was looking at his rush attempts earlier this week, actually. I'm going to remove column visibility. But again, I went Cedric Wilson for the official play over there. I just love that play. So I usually don't like 2 props from the same game, but I will say it's moved. Oh, man. There it is. 15.5 still there for a couple books. This is probably my favorite. Don't worry about Nick Chubb being efficient. Just take him for volume. So the over 15.5 rush attempts, those lines are on. Oh, Fliff, an ESPN bet. Look at that. And this is why, again, like he's had 16 to 15 carries and the yards have been really inefficient. You know, that's a brutal knee injury he's coming back from. But can he give me 16 attempts today? Absolutely. So I like the rush attempts, fam. Hopefully that's helpful. That would be my angle for today. Is the rush attempts for Nick Chubb, 15.5. No more, no less. Whew. Just had to take a breather. You know how this goes. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. We're making money here. Thank you very much for that, Alfredo. Who hasn't signed up? Seriously, it's worth it. I love that, man. It's $9.99. What are we waiting for here? Let's keep going. We already looked at Pickens, 12 personnel. I'm assuming that has to do with Minnesota tight ends, Josh Oliver. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I do like it. Oh man, don't make me try to bet on the Bills and Chiefs today. My heart can't take it. I can't. My heart can't take it, dude. No freaking way. I actually purposely didn't wear a Bills hat or Bills gear today. I'm too nervous. I'll throw it on when I'm by myself later. We already looked at Bijan Robinson earlier today, my friend. There it is. Personally, I liked the rushing and receiving prop of over 95.5. I mean, my gosh, he's getting so much volume lately. It just looks so good, man. That's my angle to play for Bijan Robinson. But I probably wouldn't take the individual prop of receiving yards or rushing. I probably just do the combo. No Kittle today for Purdy. Okay. Jonathan Taylor rushing yards. I did look at that earlier. 81.5 yards off the top of my head, if I recall. JT, man. JT. The matchup is not bad either. I probably need to spell his first name. Isn't it an A? Jonathan. There we go. I got it. Whew. Rushing touchdown on Fliff minus 105 is interesting to me. Total touchdowns, just, minus 120. Give me the minus 105. Let's look at his rushing yards, though. 82.5 against the Jets. 82.5. My concern, I guess this is just a me thing, is Anthony Richardson. This offense is just interesting with him in there. Sometimes he turns the ball over. They lose out some possessions. And that is why, personally, I did not take it. But it was one of my first 5 players I looked at this week. And then when they tweeted out, probably Underdog or something, I saw it, tweeted out that Anthony Richardson was going to start forever here the remainder of the season. I was just kind of off of Jonathan Taylor. But listen, I do not blame anybody who wants to just take him blindly. Man, chat, I am sorry. I'm seeing all these plays and questions. Jeez. Here's a different one. Let's get to it. Jordan Love, rushing yards. I was like, can we look at something unique? This is a good one. This is something I've never looked at all year. 2.5 rush attempts. Best odds you get at Caesars, -117 to the over. You can get -110 to the under on DK, BetMGM, and ESPN Bet. Same line, same odds. Longest rush, 5.5 yards. Rushing yards. You like the 5.5? Hold on. So 2 to 3 carries. His longest rush is at 5.5, and his rushing yards at 5.5. That's unique. Maybe this is why. You just never know when he's going to run it. This is a really interesting prop. I mean, I don't bet on stuff like this, but I'm intrigued to know why you like it. Darnell Mooney yards. Yeah, he's been playing some good football. All right, fam. I got to remove all these tabs. I'm losing my spot. So, Cedric Tillman, if you just tuned in, officially, I believe my second favorite prop, I said, second or third, over 55.5 receiving yards on Fliff. Lock them in, baby. I love that play. Bijan Robinson, we looked at his total yards. Josh Oliver, we looked at his receiving yards over 11.5 for the Minnesota Vikings. That was a very interesting play. I almost jumped on it myself. Brock Purdy passing touchdowns could be an interesting play if Christian McCaffrey's running over 80% of the snaps again. This offense could be moving up and down the field. Puka Nacua, of course, I like him and Kupp today, but more. So I went Matthew Stafford. Lock and load, baby. I love that play. Danger Russ, passing yards today, of course, in play against the Ravens, who have allowed 9 of 10 quarterbacks to hit the over on their passing yards prop. 8 of the 10 actually hit the over on this line itself at 231. George Pickens, about 20, we looked at 22 to 33% target share in all 3 games, 28, 28, and 29 pass attempts for Russell Wilson. A lot to like there for Pickens for yardage today. Do I have an official play in that game? I feel like I did. Yeah, Lamar Jackson. So I might come back and do Pickens too. I'm going to be real with you. That might end up being an official play. So I'm actually going to leave that one on screen. Nick Chubb, actually, him and Russell Wilson. I'll go back to that. Nick Chubb, we looked at. I think if you take anything of the rush attempts, 15.5 to the over is the lean. And then Jonathan Taylor, I don't blame you for taking the rushing yards. Okay, there we go. We're all caught up. All the plays I looked at. I didn't want to leave those tabs up. I was going blind. The NFL All Parlay boost here. King Henry for a tutty at 70+ rushing yards. Russell Wilson, 225, and Pickens, 70+. And you get a plus 412 boosted on DK. I think is an interesting parlay. I don't know if I'm ready to jump on it. All right, let's move on. Darnell Mooney. I'm removing the event name and the column visibility because I don't care. I don't care who everyone's playing. Just doesn't matter to me right now for the sake of a 200% monitor zoomed in browser. 4.5 reception prop, -120 to the over, -117 to the under. Longest reception might be the play for Darnell Mooney. I feel like every week we get these big plays from him. So let's open up his player card. And yeah, I mean, he's just been catching the football. What was the yardage? Receiving yards? 56.5? I smell what you're cooking there, T-Socks. The targets, too. Really been solid. Receptions, 5, 5, 5. He was at 4.5? Target? Look at the snaps. I mean, he's playing a ton of snaps. There's a lot to like here. This is longer reception. Yeah, that was my initial take, and I stand by it. On sleeper, 4.5 receptions. Let me look at that up. So the implied probability or the implied odds with the sleeper multiplier is minus 130. This is a pretty dope play. I'm gonna be real. I like it. I do. I like it. But I think I like specifically the long reception. That way I don't have to worry about targets and total yards and efficiency of the offense. I can just look and say, give me one big catch. I'm going to leave that up. Along with Russell Wilson, these might become official plays today. No doubt. If you are new to the channel, do me a huge favor. Like the video. Like it. And subscribe. 7 days per week. I am here. 9 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday live show, my friends. And then, of course, you guys get videos on every other day that I am not live. I am always trying to find a way to line your pockets and make you some money. Thank you for watching. Let's keep going. We're entering into hour number 2. Hour number 2, my friends. Unbelievable stretch here. And again, you need it. You need help here. If you need help here, I want to say it is $9.99 to sign up. $9.99 using code DONUTS. That's it. Very nice. Very affordable. There's the picks, and here's the website. They're both $9.99 to use. Just use code DONUTS when you click either of these links, and you can sign up for friggin' $10 for a month. I just did the full recap, my friend. You just missed it. You're going to have to rewind. I'm going to leave that up. And in fact, I don't want to forget the Russell Wilson play. So I'm going to open his player card up as well. And then, you know, I feel like I should leave this open because I'm pretty close to making this official. This is a fun little parlay too. I mean, Derrick Henry, it's weird to say, like, I almost feel like this is the 1 week link. So I don't know. You want to put it at 60 plus? It's up to you. That's got better. What is the minimum buy-in? 25 or max buy-in 25. I like that a lot. Let me go look at before I continue. Derrick Henry's rushing yards. $84 this week. All right. So at 70 plus, let me type it in. Man, he narrowly missed it last week against the Bengals. So actually, come to think of it, hold on. This parlay is very interesting. We have, I think through this. So rushing touchdowns or anytime touchdown, and he caught one in that game. Yep. Okay. So he has scored a touchdown in every game, and he has 70 plus in 8 of 10. So essentially, 80% of the games, this is hit. These two. And then we're just taking the matchups here for Danger Russ and George Pickens. And we're boosting it 109 cents. I'm hard pressed not to lock this in. I know. I didn't mean to come back to this already. I just didn't, but it's hard not to. You like Winston INT today? Let's look at it. Jameis, interceptions. Okay, definitely a play you got to parlay. Pretty juiced. Mr. INT threw 3 last game. Oh, no. After that, I mean, look at Baltimore. Man, they are just pathetic defensively. My gosh. It's a good thing they can move the football the way they do. What a joke. Oh, my word. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. You definitely got to parlay it, you know? Let's go look at the Pick'em Optimizer. Let's see what we got here today. Let's go look at Jake Paul's better. Huh? What do you think? Look at Jake Paul's play. So I always bring this up because there's a lot of value on better. Always. There's always so much value over there. Now, again, this stuff is entirely contingent on there being multiple books, in my opinion. That's it. Levis, Mr. Mayo, picking 5 of 6. Ugh, big yawn. Lack of sleep. J.K. Dobbins, 12.5 rush attempts. Look at that. Talked about him at length on my YouTube Sunday night video. He's definitely one of my favorite plays for the game. We had Gus Edwards return last week, play 15 snaps, had 10 carries in his 15 snaps. We still saw J.K. Dobbins have the lion's share of carries and more than doubled his snap share. So, yeah, that's a really interesting play. Remember, these aggregate odds here are essentially saying the sports books are juicing the line at whatever the line is here. Juicing the odds at whatever the line is here. Meaning Breece Hall at, well, let's do Puka. We already talked about Puka. So, in fact, he's a great example. So, let me show you this. Let's do a little learning session here. Puka. Receptions. You ready? Okay. So, when we look at Puka Nacua, there's an implied probability that he hits the over at 57.36%. The aggregate odds, that's the average odds of all of these books, minus 136. Lean to the over on DK, juiced across FanDuel, BetMGM, Caesars, Fliff, ESPN Bet, Hard Rock, Penny decent, Bovada decent, Bet Online, shaky, minus 133. You get an implied odds of minus 161 on Sleeper, Pick 6, minus 136, and then Better's just sitting here at 5.5. The optimizer tells you, okay, the books are juicing this to the over at an average odds of minus 136. Better will pay you a fixed priced payout for their Pick 5s, I think, right? I don't have Better, but I believe that's how it works. That is a tremendous line. You can essentially open up this optimizer for these sites for $9.99 with code donuts. And you could just take them. Like, someone asked about tackles and assists. There you go. A lot of value here. Jesse Bates, Jordan Hicks, Minka Fitzpatrick, PJ Locke, so on and so forth. Like, you could just plug in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays. Bang. Run it. And just go. I saw people taking the sleeper one. I'm not sure how to use this yet, to be honest. Oh my gosh, it's insane, Rip Coil. It's insane, bro. All people got to do, too, if they're like, well, I'm going to try it then, just click right here. If you click anything that's red on the site, it opens up player cards. If you click any of these sports books on the site, it gives you their best promo. But this is how you find your plus EV plays, honestly. Probably I'm trying to think through this. For Sleeper, the move is to probably do this, right? And then you scroll through here, and you'll probably want to compare. I've actually never thought through this because I don't use it, right? This is just me trying to think through. The play would be to scroll through and find plays that give you better odds than what the average is. But good luck. Sleeper juices everything. Like right here would be a fine one. Joey Sly. Minus 140 to the under on sportsbooks. Implied probability or implied odds minus 135 for sleeper. I'm guessing this is probably the best way to use it, but I don't know. I don't play there. Oh, here's one. J.K. Dobbins 13.5. Implied probability or implied odds minus 138. Multiplier minus 128. Probably that. Huh. I've honestly never thought of this. My question for you is it the inverse? So, like, are you getting like crazy plus odds on sleeper for unders? Because it seems like they juice all overs. So, my first thought is if I had access to sleeper, I would be playing unders only. And on PrizePicks and Underdog, like I'm going out of my way to probably, oops, I'm sorry, I clicked. I probably go out of my way to skip these rounded lines, which you all wanted me to leave. I have no clue why. And I would probably just play stuff like this. Like that's it. I would just look for the halvesies and just do those only. Estime? Can I open a player card for him? Oh my. Wow, what's going on out there? Did Javante get hurt? Anthony Richardson, under 7.5 rush attempts, huh? Anyways, that's the optimizer. The reason why I don't show unders pay out more in sleeper. Oh man, that's the play then. I'm looking at that like, dude, they are like nuking the odds to the over. They're gross. Why bother playing any overs on sleeper? You probably get tremendous value just slamming unders. Hmm. Jerome Ford back for Cleveland, over 12.5 rush yards. Do you think that eats into Nick Chubb this week? Yo, thank you very much for the YouTube support. Appreciate that immensely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind of you. Very kind. What are we thinking of this stream so far? Hour and 15 minutes in, man. We have covered, I don't know, more than a dozen plays, handful of officials. The optimizer, again, like I don't use it on shows because, like, what am I supposed to say to you? You can just go use it, you know? Just go use it. Oh, Garrett Wilson receptions. Let's look. Let's look. I mean, you literally just open it up. Open it up. Thank you very much on YouTube for all those likes, too. Very generous. All right. Receptions. That's a nice discrepancy you got there. 5.5 minus 130 on FanDuel. We have seen the targets go down, though, with Devontae Adams. I think some type of like alt play might be best, like a 5+, 60+, you know, something like that. Let me see if I can alt it. FanDuel does alt lines, right? Alt receptions, but not DK. Well, let me log in real quick. Well, I'm still logged in. Oh, those odds got better on DK. Ravens. There we go. Okay, so this is interesting too. So it looks like you get identical odds, 426 and 427. You are getting fewer. You only need 70 here for Pickens, 225 here. You need 232 on FanDuel and then 71 on FanDuel. 426, and then we boost it. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Oh, this is garbage. That boosted play on DK, you can get outright on FanDuel, essentially. Huh. And this is why we compare odds. Yikes. Let's come back to that. Oh, yes. Mooney, Wilson. I forgot I have some plays here that might be officials later. Oh, gosh. I had FanDuel open to do a alt parlay for you real quick. Let me click off these guys. Betting on Jets plays, players. You're just a glutton for punishment. But let's look. Yeah, so this actually looks like it'll probably be pretty good. Let me see. So 5 plus 250, and then what was it, 50 plus minus 240? That'd be good odds. No, it won't. 60 plus. Oh my gosh. They're taxing you. So they're taxing the correlation. I was like, why isn't this working? Oh, you're getting taxed. The math isn't mathing. No, forget that. What else we got? Brees Hall props. I really don't want to touch it. Jared Goff passing line. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that game being competitive. They are like, what, 15-point favorites at home against the hapless Jaguars. What's oddly enough is his pass attempts is at 20. Well, it was a 27 and a half, 28 and a half today. Here it is. Like I could probably buy into going with completions under today. I just don't think they throw it a lot. Like an at 28, 27 and a half pass attempt line is pretty accurate to what I can envision here. 27 here. Can you get 21 and a half completions anywhere? Nope. Okay, so 20 and a half. I mean, that's a pretty good line. That's a pretty good line. I think I like that 20 and a half. I just don't think they run it. I just don't think they run it. Truly. Or should pass it. The opposite. I just don't think they pass today. Like, I think it could be an absolute beatdown. Like, this game could be gross. Gibbs, Monty, feast. Throw the ball? Probably not. Let's set that off to the side. I might come back to that for an official. Achane should be a lock today. I don't mind it at all. Go back to the well, right? Did not score last week. But, that was prime time. This offense sucked on prime time. What else is new? It's so frustrating. I'm going to go look at his odds here. What else was really frustrating? We had his receiving yards. He had freaking 5 catches and only racked up 15 receiving yards. He had 2 different losses of like 7 and 5 yards too. Yo, Richie Rich, I heard you, brother. You must hate the Ravens. Never bet on anything you're not comfortable with, man. Everyone's got to protect their own mentals. Count your chickens. What are the odds for HN? That's really what it comes down to. So rushing touchdown plus 105. The anytime touchdown, not bad. Minus 125 on DK. That's the problem for me right here, is that for Achane, like, are you locking a touchdown for minus 125? That's what, Francis, that's a question for you. Are you going to lock in a touchdown bet at those odds? Is that the play? I don't know the answer. Honestly, I'm not being facetious. I'm not trying to like catch you in a spot. Truly, I just don't know what the play is. I've never really been a fan of taking touchdown bets for certain players at those types of odds, but I'm not saying it's a bad play. I mean, I took a minus 137 anytime for Derrick Henry today. It's more so the player, not the odds. So I'm curious. You know what I saw the other day? Let me look at it. Receiving market is interesting. So PrizePicks Sniper inside our Discord said he's been turning on the EV range unders for shots on goal category for NHL. And I just wanted to see if it is applicable here as well. He said he just scrolls through. There might be just too many props for a sport like NFL to do something like this. It would just take forever. I guess you could do stuff like this, like find the outlier, right? 14 and a half. Everybody else, you got 11 and a halves here, 12 and a halves. I don't know. I don't know about this strategy for NFL. I do want to look at it for shots on goal, though. I guess it is finding some discrepancies in the yards. Like some players are 4 yards higher on certain books. So if you liked an under, you would grab it there, and vice versa for overs. I wanted to look at the NHL one, though, real quick. I'll go right back to NFL, I promise. Yeah, what's up, Marvin? We have reached over 1,000 views today. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for that. Very generous, very kind of you. Love it. You guys want to make a touchdown parlay as we're entering into an hour and 30 minutes of the show? Should I just skip over to that right now? Touchdown parlay? I'm going to keep the EV range on. I just want to see. I just want to see if this works, how this works. I see what he's doing. Okay, so he does this. He's scrolling. He looks at the green shade, compares the discrepancy versus the aggregate odds, and he was looking for, what did he say, like 10, 12 cent differential? So, like, if you had Penny, under 2.5 shots on goal for Jordan Cairo, I don't know. I couldn't tell you any names here. So it's just look at the green shade odds versus the book versus the aggregate, and you'll find some discrepancies. He shared his picket and was just making bank doing this. Oh my gosh. So like this right here. So minus 105, minus 102, minus 110, minus 115, minus 115, minus 114, minus 110, plus 108. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Interesting. Is anybody else doing this for shots on goal market? Wow, Penny just giving gifts today. Goodness. Huh. Yeah, I guess we found 2 quick plays. What'd I take? 2 minutes to do that? Yeah, I was just curious. You want to make a touchdown parlay? Oh my God. Look at Chad. I just caught up. Oh my gosh, man. I would get wrecked. I would get wrecked, dude. That would not go well if I tried to do all those names. There's no shot. No shot whatsoever. By the way, everybody, let's make a touchdown parlay, but also, I need you. Do me a favor. You know what I'm going to say. Like the video. That's it. Like it. Like the video. So I don't have any more odds boosts. Let me see. Did I have? Yeah, let's make a parlay. I want to make a touchdown parlay, though. So I feel, verify my location. You got it, DK. Ain't no thing, baby. Let me verify. All right. Let's do it. Let's make a touchdown parlay. Owner, do I have like a touchdown boost real quick? Let me just check. Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Somebody asked about him. I mean, I made a video earlier this week. Watch the video. I talked about Amon-Ra St. Brown in it. It's like top 8 bets for week 11. All right. This is just nuts to me. The anytime scorer is a minus 245 on DK. Like, what are they doing? What is it on FanDuel? Minus 155. Like, do you see that? Yo, thank you very much, man. Listen, it's a great system, Brady. Thank you. The website is $10 and my VIP Discord with 12 plus channels, 10 plus sports, 8 plus cappers. $10. Use code donuts. Like, if people aren't signing up, I don't listen. If you bet on sports daily, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. $10. I just posted both links right there in chat. You can get access to everything I do. $20 total dollars. Let's put in Monty over here. I feel like DK's odds are just nuked. It's not even worth it. I was only trying to see if I had a touchdown boosted parlay, and I needed to pair together several plays here just to see. I guess the one thing we could do over there is we could, let's see, do they have one? They have a freaking touchdown boost. That's the problem. So they have 2 boosts I can use on DK. All right. So I guess we're making a parlay over there. Let's start with Amon-Ra St. Brown minus 115. We'll do both. We'll do both. There's going to be like, all right, hey, if you got a boost on FanDuel, you can do this. If you got one on DK, you can do this. Oh, hold on. Create banner. Let's see how this looks like. Hey, it worked. Huh. There we go. Oh, that's so much cleaner. Down below, use code donuts, $9.99 VIP access to both links below. Ha! I love it. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm going to keep that on. Then I don't need to bring that crap up. All right. So we're going to make a FanDuel one and DK one. But I'm going to tell you right now, my friends, if you are tuned in live right now, if you have Fliff, grab your mobile device right now. And I'm telling you, I'm going to build one out for Fliff over live as well because the odds are usually better. That's my #1 site to use for touchdowns. So we'll do this together live. And I will read off the odds to you, and then we can compare them all. So, Derrick Henry, I'm going to grab the rushing touchdown on Fliff for minus 170 as play number 1. On FanDuel, we saw it earlier as minus 180, I want to say, right? I'm going to plug him in. I know people are not on him, but I'm always on him. 11 games with a tutty, 11 games played. I'm not overthinking it. If he doesn't, if he's the reason why this busts, like, I can live with that. That's really what it comes down to. And if you can't, don't do it. It's your money. You do what you're comfortable with. All right. Now, for Fliff, I can't choose multiple players in the same game. I'm actually going to use David Montgomery over there. And their anytime odds are minus 160. But their rushing touchdown is minus 130. What did I post in Discord? Okay. I'm grabbing the rushing touchdown for David Montgomery. All but one of his touchdowns last 2 years have been on the ground. Hey, that's okay. He can leave them off. That's the thing. I'm going to put this little list together, and you guys do what you want with it. That's all. Like, just do what you want with it. Truly. You don't got to tail them all, you know? It's okay. It's all right. I think Jetta gets in the end. Jay Jetta gets in the end zone after not last week. So I'm going to plop him in there. And we're just going to look at odds, and then we're going to take the list and probably parse it up a little bit. Take some guys out. Touchdown scorers, Kyron, minus 185. Actually, we'll come back to him. Let me add Rams. Let me add Kyron Williams. Minus 200. Let's check what it is over here on Fliff. Minus 175. So right now, currently plus 341 on Fliff. We got a plus 328 on DK. And a plus 302 on FanDuel. Let's keep it going. I mean, listen, these guys have been goated all year for us, truly. I mean, I do like that little trio right there. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. All right, we'll go back to the games. I believe you, Rich. Don't play him, bro. Like, take whatever my list is today and then take Derrick Henry off, you know? Like, that should be your play. Josh Jacobs is interesting to me. I'll have to come back to him. Jets, Colts. Somebody there. I don't know where to go with, though, you know? Ban user, delete comments. Get out of here, spammer. I can get down with HN. CMC for sure. Let's put CMC in first. He's scoring this week. Minus 220 on FanDuel. DK is probably going to be like minus 1,000. It's so annoying. Minus 240. I can't even use the touchdown parlay boost for that one now. That's kind of cool, though. I don't mind that. So I'll come back to CMC. Flip, though, I think he was in the minus like 180 range. Let me grab that one. Okay, so he's minus 280 for an anytime. Rushing touchdown was a minus 180 for CMC. He can catch him, though. That's the thing. Anytime was what? Minus 220? I'm actually thinking if I put Monty in, that's right. So I've got to do different parlays based on the site. You guys like Bijan today to score? Drake London. Kamara bounce back spot. Good luck figuring out who scores here. I'm just not betting on him, man. Let's go Jamar Chase. Or do we keep it to daytime? Chase can be a primetime plays. But man, I think Chase is scoring. Achane is probably a solid play here, to be honest. If you remember, the best odds were on DK for him too. And we could use the touchdown parlay over there on DK for this. Okay, internet. Internet just popped. What just happened? There we go. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think that touchdown parlay boost plus 911. So we're getting Amon-Ra St. Brown, Derrick Henry, Kyren Williams, Devon Achane. And there's a lot to like there for plus 911. I know there are some other plays, the full list. I mean, probably Kamara, CMC. I'd probably take players in both these games for the Bengals, Chargers, Texans, Cowboys. I'll probably make a primetime lay, which will look pretty nice. CMC, I can't get in there for the anytime because the odds are messed up. But you could use the all parlay boost on him if you want that on DK and include CMC. I mean, you got to think he's scoring this week, right? If we do that, then we take out ASRB and put in Monty plus 980. Yeah, I mean, FanDuel just I'm turning that off. Ain't worth. Is this it? What do you guys think, chat? What do we think? Henry, Kyren, Achane, McCaffrey, and Montgomery. What I like about this list is we're going with the running backs. I've always been a fan of running backs touchdown parlays. It's a mobile web app. So on your mobile device, it'll act as an app. But not like in the app store. No, I never licensed it. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me finish this out on Fliff. So I need to add Achane and CMC. But like Bijan Robinson, probably in play too, Like how far out do you want to take it? Who am I missing here on Fliff? Oh, Christian McCaffrey. So on Fliff, you get a plus 916 without a boost. That tells you a lot. A plus 916 without a boost. DK, you need to use a boost to get this. I ain't doing that. I think the players on DK specifically have to be different. They just have to be different. Let's try to get the bounce back players. Kamara. Something like that, probably best. Jefferson. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah. All right. If you're afraid of Derrick Henry, leave him off. Yeah, that's not bad. Shoot, plus 3,300, an absolute lotto. I'm leaving off Bills and Chiefs plays. Yeah, I mean, Jefferson, shoot. Bounce back, right? We love bounce back spots for touchdowns. That's why I like, Kamara. Bijan, I think, scored 2 last week. Maybe he's not the best. Let's take Bijan off. You know, he's coming off a 2-touchdown game. I'm gonna remove him. I do like Jefferson, though. I will say that. I do like Jefferson. Is there another wide receiver we can get in there? Cup? Instead of Kyron? Cup, Jefferson, Kamara. Like, we can do a running back one and a receiver one. There's enough players. I'm going to have to dip into Sunday Night Football here. Let's do that. Let's have some fun with it. We have our running back one. Here's a wide receiver one. Chase, Cup, Jefferson, Air. Okay, take off Henry. Puka. Ooh, Gibbs. That's right. So we have Monty and the other one. Let's put Gibbs in there. I'm with you. I'm with you. What just happened? Why'd 2 guys get removed? Good call. Oh, because I'm on Ross St. Brown. I'm done betting on Tyreek Hill. Pickens? See the wide receiver we're missing? Yeah, I mentioned Josh Jacobs on the short list for sure. Jeez, Cup. Let's take off Cup. Yes. Like these 3, I feel great about. But we need one more. Nico? Do we do it like this? This might be the play. So Jefferson scores, Gibbs scores, and then we got a Sunday night sweat and a Monday night sweat. Actually, the more I think it through, I love this idea. Because then we get to sweat out both primetime games and the alpha on the field, both games, offensively. That could be fun, in my opinion. Are there better plays? Absolutely. Yes. This is a wide receiver one. But I guess we do have Gibbs. Oh, do we put Amon St. Brown? We got to put an ARSB in there. This is the wide receiver one. I forgot. Someone got me off topic here. All right, there we go. Plus 19 hundo. Let me zoom out because no one can see it. Here we go. That's the parlay. Plus 1900. There it is in all its glory. The running back one, Henry, Montgomery, Williams, Achane, McCaffrey. Plus 916 on Fliff. Yeah, I like Knox. I'm just not betting on the Bills. I mentioned that at the beginning of the show. As a massive Bills fan, I don't even want to pretend like I know what's going to happen in that game. It's too big of a game. I don't want to have financial investment on something I'm emotionally invested into. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, put him in that, fam. Listen, Johnny and anybody else, if you don't like Derrick Henry, don't put him in your running back one. If you like Kareem Hunt, put him in there. You like Josh Jacobs, put him in. Do what you guys want. It's your money. I ain't telling anybody what to do. I'm just putting together something I deem fun. Like this could be fun. That's all this is going to be. That's what this is for me. What's fun? Okay, I'm doing that. I'll put 0.2 units on it. $200 return off my $10. Sure, why not? Let's have some fun. Cool. Hey, I enjoy that. We're almost 2-hour stream today. Do me a massive favor. If you're new to the channel, like the video. But of course, subscribe. Monday through Sunday, I am here for you, trying to make you money. Okay? That's it. 7 days a week right here on YouTube, on Twitter. And then, of course, Code Donuts. I mean, you guys see the ticker down below me right here, right? There it is. There it is. It's running right here. Okay? Get it. Hurry. Get it now. Oh, there it is again. It's right there. Boop. Use code Donuts, $9.99. You can grab access to the website and the VIP Discord. Post it one more time. This is a fun stream, though. I'll tell you that. Really enjoyed myself. Grab those links. Just posted them in chat. Grab the link. Both links are in the description section. You can grab them there, too. Had over 1,000 viewers today. Thank you very much, Twitter and YouTube, for all the support. Sunday Night Football video is on my YouTube feed if you need something extra. Inside Discord, we have free picks channels, and then we have 15 premium channels if you want more. I love y'all. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. I am going to go eat some food, drink a little bit more coffee, number 4, and see if I want to take those other leans, I guess I could call them. All right. Have a good day, my friends. Take care.